What's going on, my friend? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. Right now, we're sitting at $105,600. What I want to do is take a look at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. We're about an hour or so away from that weekly candle closing, and I want to kind of give you my take on what I see going on for Bitcoin behind the scenes here. So, ever since we had this climax fear bottom at around $74,000, 74,500, the bounce we've had has been beautiful. The only problem with this bounce is the fact that it's come on lower volume. If you can take a look here, as you can see, anytime you're approaching a previous all-time high and you want those blue sky breakouts, you want this to be on heavier volume like we had back in this range. You can see this heavier volume that we had on this push. So as we've been attempting to go up and get to those blue sky breakouts, it's been on less volume. And what that tells me is that we may potentially have some type of consolidation coming or some type of retracement, setting a weekly higher low before we try to go up and break that $109,000, that previous all-time high, and get into those blue sky breakouts where we potentially could go up and test, $125,000, $130,000 if we get a clean break. But in my opinion, we're going to need some more volume. That's about the only thing that's been lacking. I like to see that we found support off our 50-week moving average in red, and hopefully, guys, you didn't panic and that you really sat through and just rode through that fear. And now that we're up above $100,000, one of the suggestions that I like to make to people is that if you're sitting in major profits, don't ever be afraid to start slowly scaling up as the price goes up. If you're in really great profits, guys, and it's above $100,000, maybe take 5% off the table. It goes to 110, take another 5%, 115, another 5%, and just work your way up and lock in those profits into that greed and into that euphoria. You never want to sell when you have that major fear, that panic, but when you're getting nice pushes and that nice euphoria, that's where you slowly want to ladder out, and that's just my opinion. But, some of the indicators as we're going up and trying to test this previous all-time high that I like, on the MACD, we have a bullish weekly MACD cross taking place, and this cross is taking place above the zero line, which makes it more significant in my opinion, like we had back in this range here. This was above the zero line. We got our MACD cross, and we had a really nice push to the upside. So we're watching that. Our money flow is trying to get back into the positive. This is our Chinkin money flow. It's at a positive 0.05, and our lazy bear squeeze is in the purple right now, trying to get back to that green, flipping it green, trying to get that nice lazy bear squeeze push from the green there. Stepping back, want to get into the daily time frame for you. So we're going to do the weekly and the daily just to give you a little bit more detail. On the daily time frame, we have a really nice uptrend taking place here. We had our low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and now we want to continue to hold this higher low on the daily time frame. So I would not want us to give up. $100,738 is going to be the area for us, so we can keep that daily higher low in as we go up and try to push to some of these higher levels. But same concept here, guys. As we're pushing up here, we have a little bit weaker volume. We want to see that volume increasing as opposed to decreasing as price is going up. If we take a look on the daily time frame, we're starting to get a MACD cross to the downside. We're still up above the zero line, so that's looking good, but starting to get a little bit of a MACD cross to the downside here. It can sometimes kiss, and then we can go back up, but just something to keep an eye on there. Our Chinkin money flow is going to be at a positive 0.20, and our lazy bear squeeze, we are getting that bright green trigger there, so that's looking good for us as well. But when we're stepping back, guys, and we're taking a look at the overall longer term trend, I think we're looking really good for Bitcoin to still go up and continue this bull market. If we get into the technicals and we start on the monthly time frame, we are still a strong buy for Bitcoin, and that's going to say a 0 sell, 10 neutral, and a 14 buy. If we get into the 1 week time frame, we're still at a strong buy with a 0 sell, a 10 neutral, and a 16 buy. And then on the daily time frame, we're still at a buy with a 2 sell, a 10 neutral, and a 14 buy. So stepping back and taking a look at all these things, we are still in a bull market. We're still moving to the upside. I would just like to see a little bit more weekly volume as we're going up and testing that. But if we do have to calm down, if anything, it could be healthy for the market so that we can set that weekly higher low, then go up and try to get into those blue sky breakouts and that price discovery. But overall, guys, this is what we're looking for here. We're not getting shaken out of our positions, and we just want to continue to let this ride and let this bull market work for us. God bless each and every one of you. Great to be here with you. Take care, my friends.